I wouldn't put up with him if I were you, Miss Parsons. 221. You don't suppose he's up to his old tricks, do you?
Derek.
Willis!
What is it?
If Tom Moody has retired, his name will be in the police pensions computer.
You didn't wake me up to tell me that, did you, Sarge?
9 a.m., police pensions office. Be there. Out. Music isn't bothering you, is it?
My dear chap, we were just thinking of phoning the police.
Are you all right?
Where the hell have you been?
What are you doing here, Sandown? Practicing a few falls?
I know this is an unearthly hour, Spider, but I just had to see you. Miss Parsons has been most hospitable and patient, if I may say so.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit too tired to talk business, so I'll see you in the morning, all right?
I've already put Miss Parsons to some small inconvenience. One wouldn't wish to trouble her further, unless one considered your cooperation vital, which I'm afraid one does.
This is ridiculous. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Go to bed, love. I won't be long.
No, it's the middle of the night. You're not even supposed to be out of bed yet.
I said I won't be long.
My car's just outside.
Car? Oh, come on.
I don't believe Miss Parsons appreciates the life-or-death nature of one's urgency.
Ed is right, darling. I won't be long. You go in and get some sleep, all right?
You're terrible, Spider. Look, he needs a rest. Look at him.
I think we're all a little on the tired side. And time's pressing.
See you in the morning, all right?
Look, Spider, I've just about had enough of this.
Go to bed, love. And don't get moody on me. All right? Come on. I don't like people who involve my bird.
The criminal mores of the lower classes, my dear fellow, are neither here nor there to me.
I know all about you, Brooks. I've got it all written down, somewhere safe.
I don't doubt it. Now give Ron your car keys.
And if anything happens to me...
God, how tedious. Don't you think every eventuality has already been covered? Now save your bird any further risk of unpleasantness and let's move. The keys.
I didn't know you rated a laughing sailor.
As a matter of fact, the civil service is always rather particular about its office furniture. It's a present from my godson.
A bullman.
Flaunter. I used to have a pointer once. Stupidest bitch you ever did see, and that includes my 3 ex-wives. Always falling over her own feet.
Telescope.
McAllen Glenlivet. But when she knew where her quarry was hiding, by God, she never failed. In her blood, you see.
Bullman is pointing.
In the right direction.
I'm afraid so.
3:30 a.m. Never had a lucky call at this hour, except when Jenny was born. Hello? Well, it's for you.
Oh, yes, I would have laid a book on you being here.
Into the front shop. Come on.
Where's Bucketface?
There you go again.
Did you really write it all down?
Oh, yeah. You'd better believe it. I know all about you, Brooksy. Just like the black you've got on Thresher.
It really makes no difference.
He puts a finger on you for that factory job in Italy. When the night watchman burnt to death.
Does it now?
Oh, yes. And it even suggests that the murder squad speak to you about Quilter. Ring a bell?
A number, in fact, of unsolved crimes, including the ultimate. Still, it looks as if they're all soon to be solved.
With a little help from our friend.
Goodbye then, my dear Spider. It never ceases to amaze me how people simply hind their own tawdry fates. Still, I mustn't be ungracious, though. Thanks for providing the solution to all this. Ciao. Door, Terag.
I keep doing you in, man. You are really good for business. Stay cool, baby. This won't hurt a bit.
I know Brooks has probably got a contract out on you, don't you?
You say ether, and we say ether. Ether, 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 ether. Pity we can't call the whole thing off, eh, Spider? Don't mark him! What did you land on the last time?
Cornflakes. You know the law's under you lot, don't you?
Say good night, Spider.
What time do they leave?
3:20.
That red Jaguar, did you get the license?
RVU 271R.
Good girl. Well, that's a familiar number. May I?
Damn! Damn! Detective Sergeant Bullman here.
Good morning, Sergeant. Ex-Superintendent Moody here. There might not be anything in this, but Spider Scott was seen in a red Jaguar at 3:15 this morning in Notting Hill Gate. RVU 271R. Romeo Victor Uniform 271 Romeo. I'm glad to be of help. Cheers.
Derek, kick the door down, will you? Kick the door in, will you? On the door, Ricky. 2 men round the back. Get the senior CID man from the local nick here with the murder team. Form AC Crime and Commander SB. Hey, no press. No gossip in the nick. This corpse has got a half page in Who's Who, and I don't want Private Eye to scoop me, right?
Yes, George. What's that in his neck?
Bit of metal.
Put up a hell of a fight by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's odd, because his shirt and tie are quite neat. Yeah, that's a climbing thing. What do you call it?
Pitton.
A pit.
Climbing
Yeah,
pitton.
climbing pit. That's what I thought it was.
Is this what you expected to find?
No, I didn't think I did, but I'm not surprised, you know, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, climbing pitton. With apologies to all at Bramshill, I think we can jump to a conclusion here.
Spider Scott.
I mean, that red XJ6. Vehicle index says it belongs to one Bucket-Faced Smith, antique dealer with fencing form. We zoom up here to Smith's cave to nick Spider in flagranti, and instead, what do we find?
Find the chairman and inquire into prison conditions. One of the richest men in the city. Banking, industry, shipping. Highly respected. Highly dead.
Yeah, and who is a member of this inquiry?
Spider Scott.
The link between Bucket-Faced Smith and the deceased, right?
It's a link, Willis, but it's just one link.
He was seen in Smith's Jag at 3:15. This is Smith's shop, ergo opportunity.
Now, why would Thresher come down here? You ask yourself that, eh?
You know, I can't think of an answer I like.
Willis.
What? Raymond Quilter.
And where is Spider Scott now?
Back at Maggie's flat.
Yeah. Let's give it a spin. There they are. Get them back.
Right, now!
Come on, back, back, come on, come on.
Turn your car around and follow us, right?
And step on it, right? Okay?
It's a fit-up.
Gas pedal, Willis, old son. Christmas time is here. You know what? I think I'm getting excited. Find those geezers out! Willis, you bloody idiot, man! Brake! Willis, what the hell do you think you're doing? Willis! And your bloody guts are gone! Hold it, Scott! You're adding a year a minute with this lot!
What the hell do you think you're doing? I saw that, you know. Come on, get out.
Look.
I'll get the police here.
Now, look, wait a minute. We are the police.
I don't leave you. Come on.
Back to the car radio, Willis. He's here. He's here, all right. Look, seal it all off. He's here. He's in this. He's in a house or a garage or a shed. Now check the lot. Move it, Willis.
You two.
I've got him.
Back guard.
Gotcha, my son. Hallelujah. Right, get onto the nick. I want some more men. Every available man. Right now.
Right. D131, mechanical control. Over. Detective Sergeant Bowman requires assistance. Northern Road, NW.
Please. Come on, come on.
All right. Keep your hair on. What's this then? Another parking summons?
It's a dangerous criminal in this neighbourhood, somewhere in these gardens or in a house.
Christ, he's not in here, is he?
That's what I want to know, love.
Oh, he can't be. I've just been up making the beds and it's all locked up down here.
Yeah, well, I just checked you.
Here, what you on? Outside. Come on.
I am trying to protect you. This man is a killer.
Really? Well, you can't come in here, mate. I know my rights.
I can't believe it.
Look, love, don't be daft. He's not in here. I'd have heard him.
Look, just go and look. Just go and check. Will you do that, eh?
All right. Wait there. No, place is empty. Look, I'm sorry I bit your head off before, but you give me a bit of a fright.
That's all right, missus. You just keep your doors and windows shut, you know. Anything you see, anything that worries you in the house or the street or the gardens, 999 Scotland Yard, extension 8. Got it? Right?
Yeah, okay.
Just nod if he's here now and threatening you. Nod now. I can help.
I'm fine, really. But that was thoughtful of you. But the place is empty, honest.
Right. Hey. coming.
On the way, Sarge.
However, look, check the house here, will you?
Right, darling. This is a 12-bore Ely with a bishop's ball bearing shells. 8-inch barrels, hammers cocked, and all a bottle behind it to spread you over the bathroom wall. Got it? That's right. I'm talking to you. You in the shower. Now ease down nice and slow and kneel in that bath, or I'll use this sodding shooter. Count of 2, fair? 1.
All right. All right, I'm doing it.
And keep your eyes on them taps. How'd you be, E? Not up the ladder, else I'd have sussed you from the downstairs window.
Would a nice girl like you learn to talk like Ronnie Cray, eh?
I said keep your eyes on them taps. Had to be, didn't it? So what's the filth after you for, then?
I was framed.
Where's a nice pro creeper like you learn to talk like Humphrey Bogart? I was framed, amen. Weren't we all, sweetheart? Who'd you bump off, then?
Can't get my arse out of this bath, do you think?
Oh, yes, if you want your egg cracked. Answer.
Nobody, but it's going to be very hard to convince anybody.
Oh, so there is a body, then?
3 at the last count, yeah, with a lower left mandible in Italy, but it's not down to me.
Really? Do you know someone called, Homer Watts?
Homer Watts?
What's so bleeding funny?
Well, he's only the best will man since Steve McQueen, isn't he? Bloody nusser.
And what colour's his hair, then?
Black. Like his big ugly mug.
Where's he now, then?
Wormwood Scrubs. Armed robbery. 8 years. Served 3, right?
Wrong. They moved him to Hull last month.
How? Sorry to hear that. Who was old lady?
Yeah. And he was going to write to you for the next 10 years. Oh, I sometimes wish I was in bloody Hull. Waited on hand and foot, no bleeding worries. No counting of pennies to get your kid on a bus for school. Cup of rosy? Hot, sweet and strong.
What was all that business about a shooter, eh?
Well, I was just sarking you out. I mean, you could have been a nutter.
Cup of tea would be great, yeah.
I don't suppose you'd say no to an egg banjo.
Right. I'm Spider Scott.
Sheila Watts.
Hey,
What?
don't make 2 of anything, will you? Just in case they come back.
That's all I need. A vote of confidence. Here.
Oh, sorry.
Did you anticipate that this was going to happen?
Thresher's murder. It was the last thing on my mind. However, I still haven't fathomed what his dark secret really was.
Does it matter? Your primary object has been achieved. You've stopped Thresher from becoming a power in the land.
I feel disgruntled, Tom. This sort of thing is always messy.
Mokrier Zhela.
What?
Well, that's what the Russians call it. Mokrier Zhela. Wet affairs. Wet meaning blood.
They have the most half-accurate expressions, these Slavs. Still, as you so aptly point out, the nigger has been removed from the woodpile. I think we can safely close the book on Mr. Thresher.
Yes, all that remains is to extricate Scott from his present difficulties. Leave the mopping up to the CID.
Why?
Well, the poor beggar is a suspect on a murder charge, possibly 3.
And?
Come on now. And the man is innocent.
Dear boy, this is not the office of Batman and Robin. It's not in my brief to crusade around this septic isle righting wrongs, rescuing criminals from miscarriages of justice. Oh, don't let your judgment be fettered by considerations of integrity. This is 1977. Oh, well. I suppose I'd better find out what's been happening. Maybe a few loose ends to be tidied up.
More Mokrier Zhela.
Find Brooks and keep an eye on Sergeant Bullman. I can almost hear him baying.
goes the next week and drives a bleeding 3.4 Jag, a Nick one, of course, at 30 miles an hour, straight down the main road, straighter than that West doors. Just after closing time. He goes up the steps and straight through the anti-thief door like it was matchwood.
Anti-thief proof, but not 3.4 Jag proof, right?
Right. He ends up with all the front half of the motor right in the bank. Well, naturally, my boy, he has nicked a Jag with a sunroof.
Naturally.
Right. So he winds down the sunroof, brushes aside the splinters, stands up with his shooter and fires 2 shots straight into the bloody ceiling. But my armour wouldn't hurt a fly, right?
Yeah.
So he gets out, steps over the roof with his great big canvas bag. He's only got 42,000 nickel in it. Gets back in the car, reverses out of the bank, down the steps, vroom, vroom. Nearly bloody made it.
How did he get caught?
He only fractured a petrol feed pipe on the steps, didn't he? He got 200 yards up the road before he ran out of fuel. You bloody nutter. Oh, dear.
8 years, eh?
Yeah. Still, do you know something? My Homer's got a heart of gold. He don't half give me a good time when he's out. I'll give you a place.
It must get lonely.
Yeah, sometimes. You know, we had a fantastic place.
This is a nice place.
Oh, come off it, chum. This must seem like Buckingham Palace to you. I mean, you're on the run, ain't you? Nah. We had a nice place. Big rooms, fitted carpets, leather couches, prints, signed prints. Still, I knew what I was taking on, Spider. And what about you? You got a lady?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, you look like you've seen a ghost.
Marley's ghost. What time does your kid get back from school?
6:30. He was boxing on Friday.
I better be off before then.
Yeah, you better head. Do you know, Spider, you didn't kill anyone.
Too true. Who's going to believe it, eh?
Your bird, she'll believe you.
It's not going to keep me out of Nick, though, is it?
Oh, sweetheart. You're just like my Homer. Nothing's gonna keep you out of the Nick. There's a young copper from the local Nick in a Cortina estate, that end of the street. The other end's clear.
Reckon he'll see me?
Yeah. That little sunshine's looking for somebody with a meat cleaver in one hand and a bag-marked swag in the other.
I'll be off then.
Yeah. Now, what's keeping you?
You are a good girl. Do you know that?
Go on, get off with you.
Thanks.
Get off with you. We don't want the neighbours talking, do we?
I hope Homer gets on all right in Hull.
There's a van just pulled in front of the Cortina. It better be now, Spider.
Right. Cheers. Knocker?
Yep.
Spider. Heard about my bit of trouble?
Yep.
The law's not been round, has it?
Nope.
Good. Want to earn yourself another £1,000?
Well, why not, William?
Yeah. Find Danny the busker. I've got a little feeling him and I are destined to meet very shortly. I'd like someone to watch my back.
Whatever you say, William.
Can do.
Yep.
Terrific. I'll be in touch.
Yep.
Hello?
Hello, it's me. Just thought I'd give you a ring, stop you panicking. You all right? You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You sound a bit choked. Not having a rough time, are you?
No, I'm all right. I'm just a bit worried, that's all. Look, I'll meet you at 8 o'clock. This is where you've got to go. 86, A Cliff Grove, WC2.
See you, Derek.
Yeah, see you, Liam.
Hi, Liam.
Oh,
Any word?
I'd have let you know, Sarge.
Yeah. Of course you will.
Something wrong?
The weapons with which the bourgeoisie felled feudalism are now being abused, my friend.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Just how hard are they looking for Spider Scott?
Every available man. Plus, Spider's pictures in all the papers.
Yeah? Well, I've just been with the Assistant Commissioner and Commander Special Branch.
Doris reported, did she?
They want Scott caught, skinned and canned. No questions asked. And erase from our diary the fact that Tom Moody gave us the information which led us to Thresher's body.
Well, you always knew Scott was a wrong 'un. I've got to hand it to you, Sarge.
Right, Thresher, Scott, Moody. Now, what's the connection, Willis?
Inquiry into prison conditions.
Who's dead?
Peter Thresher.
Who's wanted for his murder?
Spider Scott.
Whose shop was the body found in?
Bucket-faced Smith.
Whose name was in Smith's diary?
Raymond Quilters.
And where is Quilter?
Westminster Mortuary. Looking a bit choked.
And where is Bucketface?
Hiding?
Or dead?
Yeah. He could be dead.
So, Scott has switched from grand larceny, to quote our American cousins, in order to go in for triple murder. Can you buy that? I mean, where's the profit?
You know when Spider was found on top of that log?
Yeah, I know. He could have been chucked off the roof. I'm not happy, Derek.
Oh, I got a reply from the police pensions office.
And?
Ex-Superintendent Tom Moody does not receive a pension.
What?
In fact, Superintendent Moody's monthly contributions continue to be paid at a higher rate.
It's all beyond me. And that Thresher's aide, what was his name?
Edwin Brooks.
Ed Brooks. Where is he now?
Probably at his other office.
Didn't know he had another office.
You only had to ask, Sarge. He's a patron of the arts.
Stay here.
To manufacture. With ladders.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
From the top. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Bomb. 2, 3, 4. Keep. Straight legs, Kathy. Step. Point.
Terrible. Let's take it back to the top. Kathy, can you try and do what everybody else is doing, please?
I wonder if you can tell me where Mr. Brooks's office is.
Up the stairs, along the top, on the right.
Right. Once more from the top. And 2, 3, 4. Atrocious. Back to the top.
They may as well bring her here. You and Ron can pick him up at the 8 o'clock meeting and deal with him as arranged.
And what about the girl?
I'll think about that. Off you go, then. Huh. The phantom of the antique shop. How very shop-soiled you're becoming.
I'm trying to think of something urbane, Brooks. Urbane and witty.
We really have absolutely nothing in common, do we?
All I want to do is smash you in the face.
God, how basic you are, man.
I can understand why you wanted me killed. Quilter murdered. Bucket-faced Smith removed. I can even understand about that night watchman in Italy.
All in all, you're a pretty understanding sort of chap. Maybe you should have entered the priesthood.
But Peter Thresher. Now, why did you kill him?
I've no respect for you, Scott. You're a fool. It would be satisfying to tell you in detail just how low my opinion of you is. But time is pressing, and young Danny has what is termed in Western dramas the drop on you.
Not the only one that's quiet with doors, are you, Spider? Da 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 da. Also, your lady's all trussed up in the back of my van. Truthful. I swear it.
Sic transit gloria mundi, my dear Spider. I find it hard to believe you were even mediocre as a criminal. Take him away, Danny.
I've got a better idea.
Not here, Danny.
What's the matter, Brooks? No stomach for actually being around when a killing's done?
Close the window. Close the window! We all have our Achilles heel. I happen to bear the cross of vertigo. Take him away, Danny.
Hands in pockets. Hammer's back. And we all know what these little flat-nosed shells can do. So move easy. Nothing sudden. Out the door. Along the corridor. Into the lift. No. Walkies, you see baggage. Touching, isn't it? Hands out pockets, move it.
For nicking my contract. And that is for messing it up. Where'd you get your karate from, mate? Wallace? Hey, Cameron! Howdy, Maggie. Well, kind of nice to see you two together. Got the keys. What? They're over there on him. All right. I'm glad you showed up. Yeah. Listen, you can have Danny the busker as a discount, right? That's personal. Look, I'll see you Monday, okay? 4.5 grand, all right? Okay. Ta-ra. You all right?
Oh, I think so. What's he gonna do with them?
Don't ask.
What happened? Maggie lost her keys. I was just helping her find them.
Don't get smart with me, son. You're still wanted for murder.
Whose side are you on, Moody?
Still the same?
Yes, well, I think I can solve all of our problems. Would you look after Maggie for me, would you?
You're going back in there?
Too bloody right. I'm getting a little bit angry.
Oh, good luck to you. Can you manage all right, Maggie?
Oh, leave this, Spider, please. Look, go straight to the press. Tell them everything.
Look, you be in the cab, all right? We can trust Tom. Oh, don't worry. I'll bring Brooks down, alive, with a full confession.
Well, don't let me stop you.
Do I detect a glimmer of apprehension? Come on, Brooksy, come on! Come on, that's it, we're going for a little walk, Brooksy. Come on, get up! Get up! Let's go for a little walk, eh? 80 foot up, is that nice? Come on. Come on along there, come on. What's the matter with you? A bit edgy, are we? Hey? Hey? Right. Who killed Quilter?
Ron and Damien. Oh, let me inside.
Come on, information, Brooksy.
Get me off this ledge!
Where's Bucket Face Smith?
He's dead. He's in the sea by now. They drowned him.
And Peter Thresher, why did you kill him? Why did you frame me?
I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid.
Peter Thresher, why did you kill him?
I've always been terrified of heights. Now I'm cured. Quite calm.
Ballet?
Thresher Marsland are the bankers behind the modern ballet ensemble. They've just done Troilus and Cressida to electronic jazz. I'd have thought you'd have known that, Sarge.
No, I'd have thought the Muppets have been more in your line. Them and the Dagenham Girl Pipers. Ba-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Thresher? Oh, he thought I was wrong to have Quilter and Smith killed. And when you survived, he decided to go to the police and confess.
Which would implicate you and explain the recent murders.
Is that a tape recorder on Mr. Brooks' desk, Derek?
I do believe it is, Sarge.
It's actually quite pleasant out here, isn't it? Yes, he called me around to the house last night to tell me, give me a chance to get out of the country. I think he believed he'd become an honest man.
So you killed him?
Well, I had to.
And then you left the study and arranged for Danny the busker to take the body to Bucket-Face Smith's antique shop where I would be found beside it, right?
Yes.
Let's get back now, eh, shall we? Come on.
Are you holding on to me?
Yeah. Come on, nice firm grip.
Good, and I've got a nice firm grip on you. The Japanese call this an honorable act. I merely want to watch your face on the way down.
That's all!
Well, there goes my evidence.
I heard most of it. Willis has got some on tape.
What happens now?
For starters, you're under arrest.
Huh? Yeah. I'll drink to that.
Get in.
Ah, Detective Sergeant Bullman. We have met.
Indeed we have, sir. A matter of a lost dog, name of Raja, as I recall.
Yes. Is this man under arrest?
He is.
And the charge?
I'm detaining him pending further investigations to a series of murders, plus a possible charge of manslaughter.
Oh, this is Detective Chief Superintendent Moody on attachment to me from Special Branch. You may quite safely hand over your prisoner into his custody, together with whatever evidence you may have.
I have a jit from your governor for the evidence.
I thought you retired, Mr. Moody.
I'm sure you understand, Sergeant. Would you like to see my warrant?
I understand. Derek. Now, look, if anything happens to this man, anything at all, but even if he slips on the soap and cracks his head on the bathtub, I'll come after you, sir. And you, Mr. Fairfax. Plus, all this is recorded in our book. Now, have you got that?
Your concern is praiseworthy, Sergeant, but quite groundless. As you well know, we are both servants of the public. This way, Mr. Scott.
Thank you, George.
The establishment wins once again, Sarge. Back to the garbage round.
Thresher was heading for a knighthood.
And early next year, he would have been offered a chair on the British Security Tribunal. A fact known only to the PM, the Home Secretary, and this department.
In other words, he would have had some real say in the workings of government, right?
Exactly. Scotch, Miss Parsons.
Thank you.
Superintendent?
Same for me, please.
I'll have orange juice, crushed ice, and soda, please.
Oh, I see. We'll just have to see.
Yeah.
The PM always liked Thresher. He was a very pleasant chap. But this department was always a little chary of him. Indefinable, really. Orange juice with crushed ice and soda, please, Gladys.
So, Mr. Fairfax engineered your place on the inquiry.
Yes, rather like sending a ferret after a fox. One couldn't tell what was going to happen. A hunch, really, completely unofficial, but completely correct. You exposed Thresher for the antisocial element he really was.
But 4 men died in the process.
Oh, nobody could have foreseen that, my dear.
We only had 1 orange.
Oh, I see. We only had 1 orange. Thank you, Gladys.
I was nearly killed. I was nearly done for murder. And you wouldn't have crossed over the street to help me. I think Peter Thresher was a Boy Scout compared to you.
I have arranged for a cheque to be handed to you as you leave, in recognition of your splendid professional services.
How much?
£10,000. You grow richer, Spider.
Wait a minute, there's £4,500 expenses I had to pay off.
No, don't push it, dear boy. In addition, all this evidence, Brooks' confession and so on, it will be handed to the Director of Public Prosecution, so you'll be completely off the hook, as it were.
Yeah, right. I'm very tired now. Come on, Maggie, let's go.
There is one if, of course. If.
If what, Fairfax?
I want you to perform one more small service. That is the if.
Well, forget it. I'll take my chances in court. I'll put Bullman and Willis in the box, and you, Moody.
A job's a job, Spider, and my psychologists tell me that you need us as much as we need you. If you remember, I had you analysed rather comprehensively.
You bastard.
Well, a job's a job, my dear.
What do you want?
I want you to go to prison. Voluntarily, of course. I wouldn't want to pressure you, but I think you might rather enjoy the trip.